To the Man United stream, hope you're doing well. It is Friday morning and we've got massive breaking news this morning about Rasmus Højlund agreeing personal terms. We've got several reports this morning coming out saying that Rasmus has agreed personal terms with an Italian club, and now it's left to the two clubs to agree a fee on Rasmus Højlund. This is huge news coming out, and we'll spill the beans on which club it is that's agreed personal terms with Rasmus. Also in today's show, we're going to be bringing you news on Anthony Elanga, who's on the verge of joining Newcastle, and we'll tell you why this is so important and beneficial for Man United. And finally, of course, we'll be bringing you an update on the Mbeumo deal. What is going on with this? It's now becoming part of the show, isn't it? Every show that we have to do, we have to give you an update on Mbeumo, because lots and lots of fans are wondering, scratching their heads thinking, what the hell is going on? Why is it taking so long? But we've got an actual genuine update as to what's going on with this, and it's good news. I would say it's good news. But before we jump into today's show, make sure you hit the like button on this video, and if you're not already a subscriber to the Man United stream channel, hit that subscribe button so you can become part of a fast growing community of Man United fans. Now let's kick off the show with, of course, the breaking news on Rasmus Højlund. Who would have thought he was on the list of targets leaving United? I mean, no one thought that he was going to be the first player that Man United are going to sell this summer. But clearly, he is a player that Man United bought for about 70 million plus, and he's not hit the heights that we were all thought he was going to do. Yes, he was thrown in the deep end. Yes, it was his first season. Didn't really do much, but look, we all have to accept he's not that player. He's not that striker. Rasmus hasn't been here long, and he has been thrown in the deep end by playing as that lone striker. But we need to put hands up and accept that this hasn't worked. This has not worked. We thought we were buying a young Haaland, and let's be honest, he's nowhere near Haaland, or he doesn't even show any potential. I mean, it really hurts me to say this, because I genuinely thought that this kid is going to become a top player at United. And he's got the right build and stature and everything. And I thought, right, this guy really could do some crazy stuff at United, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. He just hasn't got the composure. And you've got to have composure on the ball. And you need to know that when the ball comes to you, you know what you're doing. And he doesn't. He just panics. And look, drop your comments below. Let us know what you think about Rasmus Højlund, his time at United. Do you think he was worth it? Now, 70 million right now, I look at it and think, of course not. No way. No way can you say that was a really good price for Rasmus Højlund. I personally think we're not going to actually sell Rasmus Højlund. I think this deal that he struck, or the personal terms that he's agreed with Inter Milan, are not for a full sale. I think he's agreed personal terms, and United will be looking to loan him out. I don't think United want to sell him, and I don't think Inter want to buy him, because there is always that potential that this guy could obviously become a good striker, and then they might be able to recoup that 70 million they've thrown out at him. I can't see Inter Milan paying 70 million for this kid right now, okay? No one's going to pay that much money for him, so let's be realistic. Either we're going to take a huge loss on him, or we're going to loan him out and hope that he improves over the years, and then we could recoup that money back. I think it's the latter. I think United are not stupid. They know they've paid that much money out. They know that they have to recoup that. Atalanta will be looking for that money from United. There's no two ways about it, you know? So United will have to be clever about this. They can't simply say, oh, we're going to sell him for next to nothing and make a huge loss on him, because that will really affect our PSR, and United don't want to do that. Why would you do that? So what's going to happen, I believe, and what I've heard from sources close to United, is that they will be doing this deal on a loan deal if it happens. If it happens. It's a big if, because United, if they're going to sell Højlund, that means they've got to have a backup. They've got to have someone in mind. They've got to have another number 9, because surely they're not going to just leave Zertsky to do everything. They're going to know that they're going to have to bring somebody else in. So if they are prepared to sell Rasmus Højlund, they must have somebody in mind already. And I know what you're thinking out there. You're probably thinking, oh, Ollie Watkins. I can't see that happening. I can't see Ollie Watkins coming to United unless it's for a loan deal. I can't see it happening because the valuation put on Ollie Watkins is around 60 million plus. And look, let's be honest, he's a 29-year-old and United are not rolling that way. They're not moving in that way anymore. They are being a lot more sensible, and you see it in the moves that they're making. And they're not going to pay that much money for a player who's near the end of his career. He's a decent player. I like the guy. I really do. I think he could still do a job at United, but I can't see United paying that much money for a player that's reaching the end of their career. 60 million is excessive, and Aston Villa, they must be having a laugh. But this is Man United tax, isn't it? I mean, if someone else turns up like City, they'll get him for half the price. Coming back to this breaking news today of Rasmus Højlund agreeing personal terms with Inter Milan. They've actually been in discussions for some time, we're hearing, and Rasmus was told early on in the transfer market that if he could find a club, then he's more than welcome to leave. And we can see him leaving for Inter if he's been told that he's not going to get regular football here. He knows the writing's on the wall. United are looking for a new striker. He probably knows he's not going to get enough game time, so why not go elsewhere and get that game time? So he's probably already exploring his options, and Inter probably his best bet again. He's coming from Serie A with Atlanta, so he had a good spell out there. So he's probably thinking, wait, that kind of league suits me much better. He has more space, so he might prefer going back to there. I definitely can see this happening. Now, finishing off today's show, let's discuss the Bryan Mbeumo deal. What is going on with that? And we're being told that United have restructured their deal. Payment terms have been restructured. Now, there's lots of fake news out there saying that United keep on making offers and Brentford keep on rejecting them, and this is a third or fourth or fifth offer that United are making for the player. Absolutely fake news. United have agreed a valuation with Brentford. They agreed this when we heard the rumours that a medical was going to be arranged. That's when the fee was agreed between both sides, and everyone ran away with the idea that, look, medical's arranged and the player's going to be at United next week. But they've hit a stumbling block, and the stumbling block is how the payments will be made to Brentford. Brentford want most of the money, if not all of it, up front. They don't want to do no payment structure with United. They don't want to do any installments, and they definitely don't want to have any add-ons. That's what the stumbling block is, and that's why there's been such a delay in the whole transfer. And when we've heard about Brentford rejecting the offers of United, it's not the valuation that's been rejected. It's the payment structure that keeps on getting rejected by Brentford. Let's get this into our heads. This is a complicated negotiation. It's not easy, and well, Brentford and United are playing hardball. United are sticking by their guns, saying they don't want to pay a huge amount up front because of the balance in the books and so forth, and they want to structure the deal where they make installment payments to Brentford, and then they get the player. That's how they're looking at it. They've done this with other players and other deals, and they want to do the same with Mbeumo. Will it happen? Will it not? I'm not quite sure, because Brentford are holding firm. They're in a position where they can do. They've not really got anyone in to bring in. They're not really looking to sell Mbeumo. They don't need the money. So they're chilled out. United, on the other hand, they need to move on Mbeumo. But I think they know, they're confident that the player's not going to go anywhere else. He's already selected United. He's made it very clear he wants United or nothing. And well, that's the reason why United can drag this out. They know that the player's not going anywhere. No one else is going to jump in and take him. So that's why United are playing hardball as well. And why not? Let's get off the back of these United negotiators. Let's let them do their job. Why? What's the point of just pressuring them and saying, we want him in now, and blah, blah, blah. We are the very same fans that then start complaining about a deal that's not been value for money. When we've been ripped off, we've had our pants pulled down. Yes, that happens when you rush things. Let United take their time on this deal. We know we've got the guy. We know we've got the guy. It's just a matter of time. Let's let them negotiate and see what happens. But that is today's news. All the transfer news coming your way. Make sure you hit the like button on this video. Make sure you subscribe so we can bring you more breaking transfer news as and when we get it. You are watching the Man United Stream channel by the fans for the fans.